Okay, let's unpack this. Imagine a business, right? One that takes the traditional service model, the kind we all think we know, and completely flips it on its head. We're talking about using cutting edge tech to be faster, leaner, and, well, ultimately far more profitable. Today, we're diving deep into Electric Customs, an Idaho based automotive aftermarket shop that seems to be doing just that.
Yeah, and we're not just speculating here. Our source material is actually their full business plan document.
Yeah.
It lays out their entire vision, their operational strategy, all the financials. It's a really good look under the hood.
Right. So, our mission for you, our listener, is to pull out the most important nuggets. What makes this business uniquely modern? How exactly do they plan to scale? Think of it as a shortcut to really understanding an innovative business model that sort of challenges the old way of doing things. So at its core, Electric Customs, yeah, it presents itself as a modern automotive aftermarket shop, but it's fundamentally different somehow. It sounds like it's explicitly designed to meet today's customer expectations with a completely new approach.
Yeah, exactly. Their core competitive advantage is being, well, digital driven. That's the term they use. They're powered by this software platform, AutoMojo, which is basically their business operating system. And they're guided by something called the Blueprint to $100 operational strategy. It's like a refined step-by-step growth plan. This isn't just, having a nice website. It's about deeply integrating AI, automations, and creating a really frictionless customer experience from start to finish. This whole setup lets them run a remarkably lean and crucially scalable business.
And their focus is interesting too, because they're not just going after individual car owners, are they? They're serving both business to consumer, so B2C, and business to dealer, the B2D markets. That broadens their base right away.
And it's precisely that market focus that lets them double down on what really sets them apart. Get this, an exclusive focus on plug-and-play installations. This means they completely avoid time-intensive custom fabrication. Think about that. No custom wiring from scratch, no building bespoke enclosures. Anyone who's tried a DIY car project knows how fast that can go sideways. This focus allows for, well, significantly higher volume and much shorter job cycles compared to traditional custom shops. It's all about speed and precision.
Okay, that digital-driven core sounds pretty revolutionary for an auto shop. Can you walk us through what that actually looks like day to day? What are the nuts and bolts of making a traditional service business truly digital first?
Absolutely. The specifics are quite impressive, actually.
Yeah.
Estimates, generated quickly with AI assistance. That cuts down what used to be a really manual, time-consuming process. Then, for quotes that haven't converted yet, they use automated text and voicemail follow-ups. Smart, efficient, never forgets, right? AI agents handle FAQs, even appointment confirmations. This drastically reduces the need for, back and forth conversations with a human service writer. Plus, they track customer interest and objections right there in the software. It gives them real-time insights into where the customer's at.
Wow. That shift from reactive human interaction to proactive automated customer engagement, that seems like the single most disruptive element here. It drastically lowers overhead, but also elevates customer satisfaction and consistency. And for you, the customer, the benefit seems clear. Your journey is streamlined, less reliant on constant staff communication. That means efficiency and consistency.
Yeah, and that customer-centric efficiency isn't just a nice side effect. It's woven right into their big strategy, that proven growth blueprint. The Blueprint to $100 case strategy. It's not theoretical. They say it's refined from real-world experience scaling other shops. It covers everything. Their marketing channels, detailed KPI tracking, those AI-assisted sales processes, and super efficient workflows. Which does raise an interesting question. How adaptable is this blueprint outside of auto shops? Could this be a template for modernizing any traditional service business?
Now, the people behind this operation seem absolutely crucial to its unique design. It's a 50-50 partnership, right, between Jason Starbuck, who handles all the digital stuff operations, customer acquisition, brand, software, marketing like Offshen, and Dave Freeman, who's the general manager, overseeing the on-ground operations, so vendor relationships, staff, the shop itself, customer service.
Exactly. And what's really unique about their partnership, I think, is how they've structured it. Both partners take modest monthly draws, share profits equally. Crucially, their departments are autonomous. Decisions within each partner's domain are respected. No constant second-guessing. They emphasize it's rooted in shared vision, mutual respect, a no-ego approach. And they have an outside accountant handling financial compliance, keeping it all transparent.
That 50-50 split in the autonomous departments, that takes a lot of trust, doesn't it? How does that no-ego thing actually translate into daily operations for Jason and Dave?
Well, it seems to work because the roles are so clearly defined. Jason builds and maintains that digital customer acquisition funnel. Google Ads, Facebook Ads, Google My Business, the website, all that. He's also constantly enhancing AutoMojo and the automations. And he's even continuously filling the pipeline for skilled installer candidates, sort of future-proofing their talent pool. Ava, on the other hand, runs the day-to-day shop operations. Cleanliness, productivity, staff accountability. He's the point person for escalated customer issues, and he facilitated the business loan. What's fascinating is how these clearly defined complementary roles allow for super specialized focus and efficiency. That's absolutely crucial for scaling, isn't it? Each knows their lane, basically. It lets them move fast without tripping over each other.
Okay, so we've seen how they've engineered their operations and their partnership. Let's talk about the engine driving the revenue. Who are they serving, and how does that translate into their bottom line?
Right. Their target market is dual-focused. You've got local consumers, the B2C side, looking for fast, professional plug-and-play upgrades. Pretty straightforward, but they also have a strong focus on auto dealerships, the B2D market. They offer 30-day payment terms, which provides consistent, high-volume work. That's predictable revenue. And for both groups, they offer consumer financing options through places like Acme, Snap, and Progressive. Makes bigger tickets more accessible.
And the actual services, we touched on this, but just to recap, it's not the super custom stuff.
No, definitely not. They're very specific. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, speaker upgrades, subwoofers, amps, marine audio, motorcycle, RV audio too, plus backup cameras and safety tech. And it's crucial to keep saying this. Pre-built plug-and-play solutions only. No custom work. That is fundamental to their model. That's how they keep the speed and efficiency up.
And they're pretty selective about their product lines too, right? Carrying specific brands.
Yeah, carefully selected, high-quality brands for cars, trucks, boats, RVs, side-by-sides. You see names like Lucas Lighting, Alpine, Sony, Pioneer, Wet Sounds, Rockford Fosgate, Kicker. Good stuff, known quantities.
So what's the goal financially? What are they aiming for initially?
Their first-year sales goal is, well, ambitious, but seems calculated. A revenue target of $450,000. With an average ticket price around $800, that means they need about 47 jobs per month, or 565 jobs over the year. That's a fair bit of plug-and-play volume they need to push through.
Okay, let's look at those projected financials for year one, sales revenue. $450,000. What about profits?
Their estimated gross profit is around $225,000. That assumes product margins around 45% and labor margins between 60–65%. Then you take out operating expenses, things like payroll, rent, ads, estimated around $150,000. That leaves a projected net operating profit of about $75,000, or roughly 16.6%. Not bad for year one.
And what's really striking is how lean the startup investment is, especially for an automotive shop.
Totally. A total initial investment of approximately $60,500. That breaks down to $10 for the shop build-out, $17.05 for initial inventory, just $3 for pre-opening marketing, and $30 for working capital. It gives a really clear picture of the minimal capital needed for a lean startup like this, one that focuses on high efficiency and avoids expensive custom gear. It really challenges that traditional idea that service businesses need huge upfront capital, doesn't it? Shows how strategic digital integration can lower the barrier to entry.
So how do they actually get all these customers, attract and convert them with this digitally focused approach? What's the funnel look like?
It's pretty robust. Google Ads, Facebook Ads, optimizing their Google My Business profile, a website built for conversion, automated review requests, social proof campaigns, and they document every single job with video and photos. It's a whole digital ecosystem designed for customer acquisition.
And what about getting and keeping good installers? That can be tough in this industry.
They seem equally strategic there. Using Facebook ads again, but this time to build a roster of skilled candidates. Continuously prospecting for future installers, not just hiring when desperate. They offer competitive wages, plus a bonus structure and even profit sharing for lead installers. And importantly, they emphasize maintaining a clean, positive work environment. They know people are key, even in a digital-first model.
Right. And for you, the customer, the whole experience sounds designed to be seamless, almost foolproof. They take photos and video before and after every job, total transparency. That AI-assisted communication we talked about really cuts down friction for everyone. And if something does go wrong, because let's face it, sometimes things do, Dave handles the escalated issues fairly and quickly. Returns, warranties, all handled transparently.
Yeah, and finally, even their backup plans, their contingencies and dissolution plan seem remarkably well thought out. It shows a very risk-mitigated approach. They built in a one-year pilot period just to evaluate if the model is viable. If they had to dissolve, the plan is simple. Sell inventory and assets, distribute proceeds equitably. The business loan Dave facilitated, designed to be repaid solely from shop profits, not personal assets. Even the shop build-out is designed to minimize long-term commitments. It feels cautious, but confident.
So putting it all together, what does this mean? Electric Customs isn't just, another car audio shop. It feels like a living blueprint for a scalable, digitally optimized, manager-driven aftermarket business, one that's laser-focused on exceptional margins and that frictionless customer experience. It's kind of a masterclass in modernizing a traditional industry.
Absolutely. If you zoom out to the bigger picture, what they're doing is merging cutting-edge tech with real-world operational know-how. They're creating a truly advanced approach in what's traditionally been a very conventional, often fragmented industry. It's about using technology not just for a bit of efficiency, but as the actual foundation of the entire business model.
So for you, our listener, here's something to think about. Given this big shift towards more integrated vehicle technology and these undeniable efficiency gains from AI and automation, what other traditional service industries out there could benefit from adopting a similar digital-first, plug-and-play blueprint? Think about it. Where else could this kind of model modernize operations and the customer experience? What industry is really ripe for this kind of disruption?